was pretty proud of that shot of Kay launching a boomerang at those Reapers.
I'm gonna have to really get the armor better on these things. They're getting knocked over like they're nothing.
Yeah.
It's just an overall good battle scene. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we're seeing new moves.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, the little clip of the boomerang spinning that was done in PowerPoint, where I basically just spun the image on a loop to make it look like it was flying through the air.
I'm always surprised how far you can push PowerPoint for this stuff, because I only ever used it for like slideshows. So it's just,
what it's meant to be used for.
Funny how far you can push it.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, I watched a full video on a guy making a full artwork pitch in Microsoft Word. So who knows anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm quite glad that I spent all that time back in the day on PowerPoint, because it is pretty useful once you get the hang of it.
Mm-hmm.
You could have that scene where all of them are digging the ship out and turn it into a twerking music video.
Oh god.
Yes. The booty shake. Yes.
Yeah, I felt like, regardless, I felt like I wanted to include some movement of them digging. That's why I had their tails swishing from side to side while they were digging out the ship. So, wanted to make it look cute more than anything.
How can such a primitive creature fly something so advanced?
That was one of the last lines I needed for this chapter.
And the voice is slightly different, like I said, because I could not find the video that made the original voice. And I've had to find a slightly different one, so the pitch is slightly different, because I could not remember the exact settings, like I said, because I made it in Audacity, so...
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, Reaper 35's suddenly becoming aware that, wow, these guys are pretty powerful, and how is that guy flying? So yeah, I like to imagine that the Reapers have suddenly realized, well, we're getting a bit in over our heads here.
Bombs away!
So yeah, Pegasus has a blaster of his own.
Just
Death laser.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to include him fighting somehow. Like, that little compartment on the side of him, that's always been there, so yeah. I've just been waiting to incorporate that somehow, and now I had my opportunity.
Eat this, you pesky fly! Blooper!
Oh no, blooper!
Kaboom.
No. He died because his voice app was gone. No.
Well, that is pretty true. That is kind of the reason why I chose Blooper to essentially be a target in this chapter, because if his app doesn't work anymore, I may as well, until I find a new one, I may as well just have him shot down and inactive until I find a new one.
I like to think that Reaper 35 ordered Blooper gone, because he was there when they got crushed last time.
Yeah, good observation there.
Okay. Similar, it's very reminiscent of Cyber Leader and Falcon's death. I know that's because they're the only ones the main characters who've died on Dan's side, but this shot reminds me of when Fresh is looking at Cyber Leader's head on the ground, but Blooper's doing it instead.
Yeah.
Image that I saw ages ago.
Yep, that's the teaser I showed you because I wanted to like be dramatic this time, like, oh god, Blooper's been hit. What happened?
What's that music from? It sounds familiar.
That is from Piglet's Big Movie.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the move. That's the part where Rabbit and Tigger are fighting over the scrapbook and it falls in the river.
Yes, and they're on the bridge. Yes, yeah.
That's where it's from.
I need to see it now. I think that's one of the Winnie the Pooh movies I missed out on.
Yeah, this shot of Blooper falling, that was another shot I was proud of. Similar to how I animated the boomerang, that's how I did that shot of Blooper falling out of the sky.
Blooper, speak to me. No?
So yeah, like I've mentioned before, let's just say if I'm unsuccessful in finding a new voice for Blooper, this line of Pegasus saying, "Speak to me," that will become a lot darker in the next few chapters if I'm unsuccessful.
Oh, okay.
I like it's a bit of an inside joke as well. It's like, speak to me. He literally can't.
Captain.
That was just so like catch you off guard.
Yeah,
like, be sad for Blooper. And it just cuts to Malcolm saying there's too many. Like,
yeah, that was
a hole in his chest.
Yeah, that was kind of the point. I kind of wanted to make sure, there's still a battle going on. Snap back to reality. No time to mourn. We've got a ship to dig out.
This is how I see the end of like Phantom Menace with the battle droids that beat the Gungans just before them.
I want to know that one's story. Like, he needs more. Like, because he was just there to die for like those 2 seconds. It's like, we need to show a battle. Like, he was singled out to die by you. Like, it's just like.
Yeah, maybe someday. There's too many.
Yeah, that's when it starts to get brutal. Like, then they're dying left and right, but the first one's just out of nowhere. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You fought well, folks. You fought well. But we need a miracle now.
I didn't realize that many died. I forgot how many.
Yeah, you notice the corpses in the back.
There's a big death count in this.
There is.
Also, for those of you who are curious, I did not intend this Reaper here to be 2217. I just, because 2217, I imagine, is the one who actually shot Blooper out of the sky. And, and now there's this Reaper who's about to shoot Pegasus. I didn't intend this one to be 2217, but, you could, for story's sake, God dang it, I need a new second in command.
It works.
I could tell, because when you do go to 2217, they're you can tell they're a different one, like, by their design. Like, when you're like, I'll shoot you down, you bug, basically, it's like, you can see the spikes on the head and differences like that. So, that's when I was watching the video.
Yeah, I just figured there's so many Reapers being killed in this chapter. This is just another one, I imagine. But I could be wrong.
I did make him slightly distinct with the horns. Like I said, I think the more horns you have, the higher up you are. So like Reaper, he's got the full.
That's cool.
35, he's got the full curve. The battle droids essentially have none.
Nice.
He's 2217's like in the middle.
This also makes it more threatening because it's just a simple drone who's almost killing Pegasus here.
Yeah.
Like, that's how dangerous they are. Like.
Devoured.
He's like Farquaad from Shrek 1. Just with Ian.
Yeah.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Yeah. I chose that Reaper to be targeted because, as you can see, Rolly and Polly quickly zoomed past, and the Norrock didn't have time to catch them, so it grabbed that Reaper instead.
So is that 2217? Because or like.
Well, like I said,
Dead.
it might or it might not. That's up to you. If you want to keep using 2217, go ahead, or if you want to go dark and say this one got killed off, then fair enough.
I mean, could do another day. I mean, that means we've seen two commanders in one video.
Yeah, because I personally think if 2217 is kind of an established character, so if they need to have a more noticeable death if they did, because instead of it just being like you should know that they're 2217 when they die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The Norrocks pulled a ship apart.
God damn.
that was...
Your face when seeing that, Dudley, that was like... just the emotions on your face, like, oh my god.
I was just like, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, those are some of the more bigger Norrocks that I made, the ones who are basically full grown. I figured I wanted to damage one of the ships at least, so here we go.
That's more damaged.
You did a lot in this chapter. It's really impressive, the amount of stuff you put into it. How long do you think it took you to make this chapter?
Oh, I think over a year, like, just waiting for different people for different things, so...
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like I said, I kind of took some of the voice because I kept trying to find the tutorial and I could not find it, and I didn't like things being slightly different, so it's just I kept putting off trying to find the video and I just never could find it. I was like, oh, I give up. I'll try to compromise and find something similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I completely relate to that, because if I didn't have this Dalek voice app anymore, I'd be like, like I don't know what I'd do. Like,
yeah. Yeah, even the Norrocks aren't invincible, as that one got gunned down.
Just watching that death of it the second time, it's really... That image there of the corpses, and then it just goes thud and dies. Like these are dark battle scenes going on here.
A lot of death in this one.
Yeah. I just wanted to amp it up. I haven't really had the opportunity to really animate a big solo battle.
I guess it sets the tone though, doesn't it? I mean, this is only the midpoint, and I guess it sets the tone for the Reapers.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue if it's a Reaper versus Fresh Powder battle, it's more serious and there's some it's all war and death. But when it's a battle between Fresh and Snakestaff, there's elements of comedy in there as well as it's a bit more unpredictable, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, jokes hurt, Dudley. Jokes hurt, and this is what happens when you make a joke. People die.
Yeah.
April Fool's jokes.
It goes too far. I was very excited for that season 5 first episode.
I'm sorry.
And Dan trampled on that hope.
Moving on.
Those worms are taking all the hits. Everyone retreat. As for our crew, get back to the ship.
Don't worry, my friend. I've got you.
So yeah, even though Blooper's been damaged, Pegasus still brought him back on board.
God, there's going to be some dark death scenes, aren't there? He's going to be trying to fix him, and it's like, no, speak to me.
Yeah.
I like the bond between the two.
Yeah.
Get to the ship! Get to the ship!
That little...
Get it off screen! Get it off screen!
See the forearm.
It was censored in the card game for a reason.
Well, it was the only way to make this scene work.
He's a lanky doodle.
Yeah, the audio that plays during this scene, that was from Peter Pan, where Hook's trying to escape the crocodile, and he's like, "Row for the ship."
Yes. I know this scene well.
Yeah. Also, this...
I've seen Hook more than Peter Pan.
Huh.
I've seen Hook, the live action with Robin Williams.
Yeah, also this little... The following scene also kind of makes me laugh, of like Malcolm dragging Lefty on board for the ship. It's just such a quick edit. I really wanted to do it, and it just came out so well. I just love it.
I don't know. I never really took in the fact that Malcolm did it until then. Just a,
I forgot he was just like literally just dragged in a second.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if you'd have a sound effect on it as well. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's great though. The timing with the music.
Yes.